What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Death Road to Canada with DogAndPony. I'm DogAndPony, and this is Death Road to Canada Achievement Hunting Edition. We are starting up a new run here, and what I think we're gonna do is rare characters mode. Then, we're gonna load up Connor, a new familiar face, and we're loading in, I'm Bad Karma as the buddy, and then in the next run, we're gonna do another rare characters mode run with Nullset Alex and Woody, and then, well, first let's get started. We've got both of the characters we want. I didn't mess that up, and rare characters mode. All right, let's start, and then what we're gonna do is some get hit for extra damage if they are knocked down first. Some weapons have high knockdown, so if an enemy is a zombie is knocked down, when they get back up, every subsequent hit will have more damage in it than it would have otherwise. Not super helpful because most zombies die in like 2 hits, so if you hit them hard enough to knock them down, I guess some weapons might have low damage, high knockdown, but if you hit them hard enough to knock them down, the next hit's probably going to kill them anyway. That doesn't seem super useful. Embarking on the death road, to start the journey, the group decides to grab some supplies from a nearby location, which is a... Let's go house on the road. Gotta fix my microphone real quick. Alright, that should do it. House on the road. Sparse, calm, late afternoon. Enter the house. Got some nice guns from Connor, who is a charming gun collector. This is a good enough start. We also have a pistol in the car. It's only got 17 bullets, so we might as well keep the 2 guns we've got. And I'm Bad Karma has his hatchet. He is, of course, a practical fighter. Let's jump in. Food right off the bat is nice. All right. So the run we're going to do after the next one. So this is rare characters mode. We're gonna assume we win it. And then the next one's rare characters mode. We're gonna assume we win that. Then we're gonna try to do marathon mode again, which means we have to switch to the save file that has all of the familiar face characters. I actually have to do some work on it. There's been a few new familiar face characters since the last time I used that file. It's the one where everybody is a berserk martial artist in order to win the extreme modes again. So that's the plan, at least for now. And I think it's a pretty good one. The reason we're playing 2 more rare character mode runs is because I want to get through all of our commenter characters before, you know, doing anything else. I want to keep playing with these guys and not trying to override them with dogs. Sorry, Max. We'll probably play with you again soon. Just because we did start a game with the intent of getting rid of you to replace you with a dog, I will play with you again, probably in the marathon mode run. You just might not have your... Did I go this way? Yeah. Your intended perk and trait. You'll be a berserk martial artist instead. Alright, I guess that's all the loot here. Let's get out. I really want to get all the rare characters. We can potentially get in this run, if everything goes really well. Let me look at the achievements real quick. We could get, you know, I'm not even gonna look at them. I'm just gonna try to remember them. We are going to haggle this down to 5 food. It works. Morale's super high right now, and we only spent 1 extra food to get it that way. So we could potentially anime the car to get an achievement. Get 4 new achievements just for winning with rare characters. The group spots an infested city from the road. Scouting it from afar, the group has to decide whether to fight under the noon sun for supplies. And we do want to fight under the noon sun for supplies, so we're going to this restaurant because we don't have a good repairsman. Repairman? That's probably a better way to phrase that. Yeah, so we could win with, like, Mason and the Witch and Rick and who else? I gotta check. Nomi or the horse. Have the car get animated and splat 100,000 zombies. That's 6 achievements all in the same run. It's not gonna happen, but we can kind of, you know, think about it a little bit. No loot on those shelves. Going up here. Hopefully medical supplies. Yeah. Was worried it was gonna be junk, as you know, tends to happen when we least expect it. All right, we hopefully will get our first rare character really early on. I'd like to get one before or immediately after the next night's sleep. I think that would be pretty good, because that way we have it, but we don't spend the 2 extra food. This week we will still be doing our Thursday live stream. I don't know why we wouldn't be, but I do need a game to play. I'd still love to play Streamline, but it seems like the lobbies are empty pretty much all the time. Unfortunately, it's a very fun game. Not a lot of people play it, though. At least not actively. And especially on a weekday at 1 p.m., you're just not going to get very many people online. That was an oversight on my part, and I'm thinking I will do an additional live stream on Saturday just to play Streamline, and hopefully there will be people playing it at that point. I tried to play it a lot this weekend, and I managed to get into like 1 game with maybe 1 or 2 other people in it. We just played the tag mode. It was fun, but you know, it's better to have more people. It'd be great to play with some of you guys, but also it's like a $20 or $30 game, and it's a catch-22, because if you pay for it, that means you're another person with it. So when people are trying to play it, you know, you're adding to that crowd, and you'll be able to actually play. But on the other hand, you're paying, I think it's $29.99 for the game. It might be $19.99. I gotta check. You're paying the price of the game to potentially never get into a game because it's just so sparse. And that can be pretty hard to justify the expenditure on, and I understand that entirely. Uh-oh. I don't have a weapon. I'm sure we'll find one inside Berg's Land, the best burger joint this side of the Mississippi. I would definitely, if I saw a restaurant called Berg's Land, I would go to it for my next meal. There's no way I'm not eating my next meal at that restaurant. And if it was really good, I would do my best to become a regular, because it's just such a great name. Me and some of my friends back in school were trying to get Bergs to catch on around campus instead of saying burgers. It's just too many letters to say burgers, too many syllables there. How are you supposed to manage that much time, you know? Shorten it up, and you're doing the whole world a favor. Let's grab a piece of wood. It's better than nothing. When I said we'd find a weapon in this restaurant, pretty much what I meant was we'd get a piece of wood. I need to switch us to smashing. No, fighting. I mean smashing too, but specifically I want I'm Bad Karma to start fighting. I need to kill this crowd. I was trying to avoid it, but in order to loot that whole back room, because the space is pretty narrow, we're definitely gonna have to kill at least most of them. And I don't want to use ammo yet. They're very slow, manageable zombies. We've got a couple hours of safety. This is the last building in the entire place, so we're gonna smash these guys, and I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm really excited. We are getting closer and closer, like legitimately close to maybe not 100%ing the achievements, but you know, having a lot of them. We are above the 50% mark at the very least. We are at what percentage of achievements here? 61%. That's pretty good. Oh, nope, my bad. All right, and I'm hoping that they add more, because they are adding like new rare characters, new mostly rare characters. But for any new content they add, if it makes sense to have an achievement, I really like the way we kick these skulls around. That's really cool. I've noticed it before, but not as much as I'm noticing it right now. So yeah, as much as I just want 100% the achievements and then start doing like just crazy stuff in the game, which I guess most of the achievements do involve doing crazy stuff in the game, but I'd like to have a reason to, beyond just experimenting and showing you, the audience, the entirety of the game, to actually recruit people like the sports fan and the other new characters. I think there's a Bart Simpson-based character that'll be showing up eventually. I don't know how soon, but I saw it on Twitter. So probably in an upcoming update. All right, we are back in the car. It's only 6:20 p.m. Let's rest for the night and then encounter the Wiz. I haven't seen the Wiz since we first started like having him at the beginning of the game, or at least like, you know, when he was in testing. I think that's the last time we encountered him. It's just another day in the on the death road when somebody farts in the car. Drama and mystery consume the team. Pick someone to blame. Connor solves the mystery. It was a ghost. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. I felt obligated. Zombies are not our only problems out here. Yeah, bandits. Zombie watch. We don't have enough people to take shifts, so I think we're gonna have to have Connor stay up, because I'm Bad Karma is a better smasher. So Connor will be tired, but we'll start using his weapons if we have to. So I'm gonna go Connor. Oh, Connor stands watch for the roving. He has really bad loyalty, which, you know, kind of sucks, but now we know. He falls asleep almost instantly. The group wakes up in the middle of being eaten. Both of us got hurt only once, so that's not too bad. We've got enough medical supplies, hopefully, to heal up. Oh, yeah? One of us is a really good medic? No. How many medical supplies did we have? Oh, we had 4. I thought we had 2 and we used 1. We had 4 and we used 3. Nope, I was wrong. We have bad medical, and I saw it revealed at the end there. Tree in the road, the way ahead, has a big tree line across it. Not great. We don't have enough strong people to do this. I think we'll be able to plow through and get down to 1 dot in the chassis. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to take a detour. We only have 60-ish gas. So plow through. The car gets through but takes some damage, and it's exactly what I expected. So we're good. The engine will still probably break down first. Hopefully. I don't want the car exploding and hurting us all. Trading on the death road. Absolutely visit this trader camp. Maybe there will be someone to recruit. We can sell weapons to this person. We could buy medical supplies to heal up. Rifle ammo and just some mourners down here. Let's see. We could sell our shotgun for 1 food or our cowboy rifle for 1 food. Give nothing. That's terrible. I really like the idea of that person. I just don't think it's particularly worth it. Medicine salesman. We've got 17 food. We're gonna trade 5 food. it's worth it. That exchange rate is really good because food is way more common than medical supplies, so to trade them 1-to-1 is a huge advantage for the player, and I think it's one of the only situations where you're actually getting, where you're buying common loot that you're actually getting more than your money's worth out of it. So I like it. Swashbuckler. Yeah, recruiter. Swashbuckler is one of the characters we need, right? Either way, she's going to be extraordinarily helpful. Ganelle points her sword to the sky and belts out, "No one can stop my blade. Ho ho ho." It's briefly unsettling after she was talking so normally. She then slashes the air in a grand fashion while laughing for about 4 straight minutes. Her strength is okay, but her fitness is fantastic. And she joins the team. Onward to Canada. Let's check, make sure this is one of the characters we need. Again, not that it matters. She's just good at combat. Coup de grace. Win with the fencer. Parry and riposte. That is definitely her in the thumbnail, in the achievement image there. So, yes, we are on our way to at least 1 achievement. Stuck in a ditch. The car gets stuck in the ditch near a crappy dirt road. The group is close to getting the car out when a roaming horde draws near. Now they must distract the zombies from getting too close. Siege alert, there's no escape. Very large near sunset, 0.7 hours. Try to survive. We are going to probably control, since Connor's not tired. Ganelle here. Roll, lead. Let's check the equipment. She's got her sword. He's got an axe. He's got a piece of wood and some guns. We're going to keep him on smashing and fighting and change it to either if it starts to look bad. Because the AI thinks it starts to look bad a little earlier than I do. We've got a pretty nice little funnel here. So as long as we can keep the zombies that are spawning behind us in check, we can just kill them as they get choked through this narrow pass in the vehicles. Unfortunately, there does appear to be another small pass up on top there as well, but we should be fine. This is where I'm going to say either for you, Connor. Please start shooting. Thank you. All right, we're good. We'll be fine. Hey, the siege is over. Let's switch back to smashing since they're not spawning anymore. They're not going to be coming at us too quickly. Wow. Despite her high fitness, she is fatigued right now. She's out of stamina. When we get her strength up, that should happen less. The only reason I'm still here is because I was hoping there'd be some loot, but it doesn't appear there is in any of these cars. So let's get out of here. Yes, let's hit the road. 43 zombies destroyed. This is a long drive with nothing happening. Glimmer of hope on the death road. Feeling good about that. We could probably go for strength. I'm going to go for strength. Even in the post-apocalypse, it's still possible to get swole. Connor's strength is really bad, and I bet Karma's is okay. But they're both a little higher now, and so is Ganelle's. Pretty darn good. Our sword will be more effective the higher our strength is, so even though we may not be able to swing more times before we run out of stamina, we will be able to do more with those swings. Crowded campsite. I don't want to... I'm surprised that Ganelle is actually able to say cool it. She must have a really low composure, right? I don't know. Either that or it's part of her rare characterness. Let's camp with them instead. Nothing unusual happens, and we eat a decent meal. We have 1 day's worth of food left, which was an unfortunate side effect of recruiting Ganelle here. We went from having 3 days worth of food to just 2, and now we're down to 1, but we're going to this packed grocery store. So, you know, that's not going to be a problem at all shortly. I'm taking the gun, despite the fact that she probably won't need it, and I'm taking his shotgun away. I kind of want to give Connor the hatchet so he doesn't use the gun. I don't know. what I'm going to do is give the cowboy rifle to Ganell, try to find a melee weapon for Connor, and then give him the gun once he has a melee weapon. I don't think we're going to get into too much trouble here. This should be pretty manageable with our newfound strength. Just gotta make sure we're making smart decisions on where and how we're fighting. So I think we should, clear this corner, let the crowd build up around this corner, and then probably move directly upward based on the looks of it now, but maybe directly to the right, underneath the car instead. I think we're just gonna kill him fast enough that that's not gonna really matter. Even with pretty much just Ganell doing all the work, and a little bit of assistance from I'm Bad Karma, we're still doing fine. Oh, all right. Oh boy, that was almost really stupid. It was really stupid, but it was almost really bad as a result of the stupid. Remember to throw some shopping carts here. Save ourselves a little bit of trouble. Shopping carts are also really good at knocking zombies down, which apparently means they take more damage afterward. We've seen that tip before. It's not something I'm particularly aware of as I'm playing because it just doesn't seem like it matters very much. Gonna pick up a shopping cart. Now that there's this crowd here, this should do a pretty good job to hit a lot of them, and it did. That was fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna, there's actually a pretty substantial crowd up near the top of the map here that I wasn't aware of. I figured most of the outside ones would be around us by now, but I was wrong. I guess they're not as riled as I thought. If they were like more irritated, they would have all been down near us. We should have started out by rounding them all up by getting their attention. That was a mistake for sure, but it's early enough that shouldn't be a problem. Let's get out of that little corner that I'm Bad Karma was bagging himself into with the car there. Like, we had a pretty nice escape route, but it looked like I'm Bad Karma was gonna get stuck. All right, now it's definitely time to go inside. Maybe not stay there, just go there. Find out what it's like, and then leave immediately. Which is pretty much what I expected. A lot of zombies crowded toward the front of the store. We'll draw them out, add them to our crowd out here if we have to, which we probably won't, and then go back in. All right, this is working out well. That was really easy to consolidate the two groups, except for these couple of stragglers down here. Still gotta find a weapon. There should be something on the floor of the grocery store. It's not a Walmart, which means it won't have like hatchets or anything, but it should have something. Something usable. Knives, look at that. All right. All right, there's a lot of stuff on shelves, which is marginally worse than stuff on floors because we have to spend a little bit of time picking it up, in which we're not fighting, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm Bad Karma. No, I'm Bad Karma. He's through it. He didn't take any damage. Let's get outside. Yeah, we're good. Okay, that was almost really bad. I still don't want to give Connor a gun. Sorry, Connor, I'm not really allowing you to be useful right now. But once we go get those knives, we'll be fine. And you'll be able to participate again. And I'll give you your guns back. I just don't trust you not to waste our ammo. Also, that was pretty impractical of you, I'm Bad Karma, so... Turns out your perk and or trait, whichever one practical is, I'm guessing trait, isn't very, telling of your behavior. It doesn't affect your mannerisms much. Okay, we should be good to go back inside. That was a lot worse than it should have been based on like the quantity of zombies, just because of the way combat worked out. He's doing it again. All right, let's go get a knife. Connor, you got it? You got it. Here, take this. I'm gonna loot while these zombies are stuck behind these shelves. And then try to get these. I want them to come to one side. If they do go to both, it won't be that big of a deal. But I'm glad they did all kind of flood to the right instead. They were coming at us so slowly that if those couple all the way to the left had ended up getting to us, it would have been fine. Like getting around the shelf there, it wouldn't have been a big deal at all. I kind of want to pick up one of these knives to have a backup. I did do that. And I'm going to give it directly to Connor so that I can more easily switch between the gun and the sword. I don't want to have to skip past the knife every time. Connor. Oh! That was my bad there. Yep. We're taking the cowboy rifle. I'm sorry, Connor. We'll do a run. You know what? When we start our marathon mode run, I'm going to use Connor and Max. I feel bad about that. A lot of food, though. And now we've only got 2 people to split it between, which is, you know, the bright side of one of our starting characters dying. There are few of those. There are very few bright sides to losing any party members, but that's one of them. We'll probably encounter another rare character with like 10 days to go. And that'll be nice. I wonder if you are more likely to encounter characters the more, or the fewer people are in your party. So we now are down to a party of 2. Will we get another character sooner than we would have if we still had 3? Maybe it would have happened on day 6, but now it'll happen on day 5 instead, that kind of thing. I have no idea, but it seems more or less reasonable. Keeping people alone too long is a pretty mean thing to do, but at the same time, since the game is all about, you know, consistency, I don't know if it would really do that. It doesn't, the game never tries to make it easier on you. There are things that have random chances of occurring, and they are always like equally likely to occur, basically. At least that's the way I understand it. There's one more room off to the left side, right side, to the right side, all the way over here. I think just one. Yeah, I think this is it. It is getting dark. Oh, okay. It is a like crowded or packed grocery store or whatever, so those are typically large. It was a red event, and we're getting a lot of food out of this, so I'm happy to stay around here as long as we need to. No, I can't aim. All right. Oof. I couldn't aim. I couldn't swipe like that in the direction that I wanted to, but it turned out fine. Let's give I'm Bad Karma the pistol. We'll take the blowtorch. We had a blowtorch in the last run that we just never took out of the trunk of the car. It's a little bit of a waste of gas. It's a useless weapon because it does 2 things. One, it does what the chainsaw does. It wastes gas, but the chainsaw is really good. The blowtorch also does what Molotovs do and light things on fire, which is very bad. It's like all the bad stuff about chainsaws and Molotovs with all the good stuff of... No, like half the good stuff of Molotovs, because you can't just run away while using it. So, I don't know. It's not very good. Let's start the car. There's a lot of zombies spawning. It is pretty late. It's also pretty late in this video, so I gotta say that is all for now. But thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click that like button down below, the big thumb points upward, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I will see you in the next episode.